Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on.
Nice to see the city back to life, huh?
Yeah.
What can I do for you, Rangers? It's on the back of the box. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Yeah.
What do you need, Rangers? Roger that.
Oh, you again. What do you want? Bye.
Read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar
Read on
collector.
Little Vegas nightclub. Blood on the dance floor.
I was gonna ask you about the articles, but never mind.
Did you just give me a hickey?
You're free to pass through. Have a nice day.
Too soon to be back.
Have you here, Rangers. We've got your backs, Rangers.
Your wardrobe is creative.
They let anyone into the Heights these days.
Who are you people? Mercenaries?
So they killed the Westons, the shooters, the Jacksons, Sophia Gutierrez too, and her kids. The Patriarch said the Dorseys were dead. He was either lying or incompetent. Which is it? A lot of people have been asking the same thing. Are those pants canvas? How droll. I'm busy. Thank you.
We've got your backs, Rangers. can't believe I'm stuck with this escaped. Babysitting broken bones.
I used to play on these streets. Now there's blood on them.
I am very valuable private property. Please do not touch.
Please step back, Rangers. I'm not supposed to let anyone near this servitor drone. It's malfunctioning something fierce, and we think it belonged to the Wessons.
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
My apologies, Miss Wesson. I should have seen you there. Guess I've been stuck out here so long I'm not thinking straight. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Returning to West Mode objective. Located treasure.
Hey, look at him go.
Returning to West Mode objective. Located treasure.
My family will be avenged.
Objective complete. Current location. Located treasure. Welcome home, Miss Wesson.
It feels so empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, they were here. Their spirits filled the place. Now, they do not. Only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
Dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you, as it is the last I am ever likely to give. Whatever becomes of us, you mustn't blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the end, but I am glad you are not. Open the door, Wesson! Time to face justice! Your mother and I love you very much, and we are so proud of you. You are destined for great things, Miss Lucille Wesson. I regret that I shall not live to...
God! Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around, too. Animals. Couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone. No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now. Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies. Ain't much use. Like this.
Dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you, as it is the last I'm ever likely to give. Whatever becomes of us, you must blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the...
Damn Dorseys weren't content. Couldn't even leave my house was the first place the Dorseys went. Probably walked right in through the... No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse. And the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now. Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies.
Nice place.
That's the last time anyone saw the Patriot. He was down at the old airbase to greet the Rangers, I think. Before that, yeah, I can't remember either. You think he really is sick? I heard he fired his doctor. Maybe he didn't like the diagnosis.
They let anyone into the Heights these days.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
Ah, the Patriarch's new help.
Why don't we have mobile bartenders?
The Dorseys twist our faith to justify their evil ways. The final deluge will wipe them from the earth.
Your wardrobe is creative.
Oh, thank God. You're the Westerners, aren't you? The Rangers? I'm Miriam Knox. Guess I'm accustomed to everyone knowing each other around here. My husband, my Hardy, was in Aspen when Vic Buchanan raided the town. Vic took him hostage, but there's been no word for weeks. I know it's frightful wicked to hope for the safety of one soul over many, but I beg you, find him. Save him if you can.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. Always have been. I'm dreadful sorry for your loss. We have money, Rangers. Even though we don't live fancy like some families do, if You mean he's real? I've seen him poking around the church at night, but I wasn't sure if my mind was playing tricks on me. I left him some food, just in case. Corn and scrap metal. He seemed like such a good, strong chicken. He's a little on the portly side. Always well-dressed. But he likes playing cowboy out on the ranch. Kindest man in the 100 families. That's why I married him. Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with half its meat. Let me see who... Allie Blue? Blue is my maiden name. Back in the old days, the Blues and the Knoxes hated each other. Always wanted to know what things were like when she was young. Oh, thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this. I know you will. Thank you, Rangers.
May the waters pass over you.
Shh. This is a place of prayer.
Down in front!
May the waters pass over you.
They let anyone into the Heights these days.
We know not what form the final day...
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house.
I know, and I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see...
Is that so, Rangers? She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you'll hear about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to supply... I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals... It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you. You're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to treat the symptom rather than the cause. But that is because the symptom is about to overwhelm us, and the cause... Well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative would be changing the regime. Which, even for those who have wanted it most, has seemed impossible. Thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city. Oh, of course. And not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything.
Nice. We could use some decent mechanics.
They will be more than decent, I assure you. Now, what do you say? Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this Thank you for a goodbye. And you'll find the smugglers at the bazaar. It's east of Colorado Springs, across the river. Ah, yes, Colorado Springs. I've asked. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy Don't put words in my mouth, but let's save any talk of politics until after the plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs. Oh, of
Nice. We could use...
They will be more than decent, I assure you. Thank you. When you find... Thank you. Goodbye. And good luck.
The first deluge was... Don't forget, bingo is at 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. Bring your own wine. Don't forget, bingo is at 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. Bring your own wine. Be vigilant, for the deluge could come at any time. You are safe here. Is your soul prepared for the deluge to come?
Look at all this.
Not exactly subtle, is it?
Descend the narrow stairs and find the door to the bunker, slightly ajar. I listen at the door. Make a perception roll. It's awful dark out here. Maybe we should go inside.
This was your idea. You said it would be cool to play a game in the park.
I got a 15! Do I hear anything? You hear a faint scraping sound inside. Like the sound of a skeletal foot dragging across stone. It's coming closer. Did you hear that?
It's just the wind.
Ah! A pale dog! There's a pale dog watching us!
What? Where? I don't see...
It's coming after us! Run!
Did you hear what happened in Aspen?
Clearly, Vic who has them.
Yep. The Dorseys done tore through here and gutted the house. Until the Castillos can get this eyesore repaired, we're keeping it boarded up.
Your wardrobe is creative.
I mean, I guess that's romantic. The money kind of wrecks it, though.
I reckon it's a good thing this proposal was never delivered.
Your wardrobe is creative.
Tough jobs are for folks like you.
No trespassing.
park. They've added more guards, looks like.
Wow, I'd almost forgotten what a proper road looks like.
Hello, and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the Ward family. What is your business at the Ward estate? The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door.
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. Blast. You are the Rangers, correct? I expected our paths to... Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. All I can manage is the ineloquent gratitude of a father who thought he lost his child. May I help you with something? Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please ask me about anything else. Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even exceed it. Goodbye, Rangers.
Look, tourists.
Oh, Melissa, you're too much.
What could you possibly want?
Oh, we're just talking. Strangers, no need to get any closer.
I can smell them from here.
Absolutely.
Delivery for I am very valuable private property. Please do not touch.
Yes? Oh, hello. You must be the Rangers. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns. Good day.
Welcome to the palace, Ranger.
Rangers! Welcome, Rangers!
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we. You're cleared for public areas only.
Holy shit! So fancy!
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we. No sudden moves, understand? Stop! Used to get lots of visitors. Not anymore. No sudden moves, understand?
Everything's so fancy and refined.
You're cleared for public areas only.
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we. Stop! Only members of the Patriarch's family are allowed back here.
I'll bet that was a grim sitting.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? That's why you're here, to help make the chaos go away. Now what can I do for you? Ask them. Why? Are you getting ideas? Word of advice, Rangers? Don't talk about replacing a man when he's got a giant hammer in his hands. Used to be my strongest supporters, until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well... Until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing. Only ruling. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Fine. Ask them. Fine. Get going, Rangers. You have work to do.
Do not distract me, Rangers.
Any news of my children yet, Rangers? Ask. Fine. Ask then. Fine. Come back with results.
Stop!
You hear about Rosalind's ex?
The love puzzle guy?
Scuttlebutt is he's been trying to get rotated into her unit.
Oh, we gotta make this happen. You ever see Roz go all Ice Queen on some poor soul? It's like, I can't even describe it.
Careful, or someone will think you got the hots for Rosalind.
No way. I just appreciate a nice evisceration when I see one.
I know we're on break, but keep your voice down.
No sudden moves, understand?
Low priority 1. Move to next objective.
I suppose they'll let just anyone in these days.
Indeed, Melissa, simply anyone.
I don't believe we were having a conversation. I'd certainly remember that odor. How did you get that? I see. You have me at a disadvantage. I knew this day might come, but I didn't think it would be at the hand of strangers. Hand over those documents. In return, I'll use my considerable influence to ensure you are well known and fondly thought of among respectable sorts of people. My people. What? Well, thank you. You really aren't from around here. How refreshing. Thank you, Rick. I'm unsure what your game is, but I appreciate discretion.
No priority 1. Move to next objective.
I suppose they'll let just anyone in these days.
Indeed, Melissa, simply anyone.
I don't believe we were having a conversation. I'd certainly How did you get that? Hand over those documents. In return, I'll use my considerable influence to ensure you are well known and fondly thought of among respectable sorts of people. My people. Good. I'm glad we have an understanding. I'll let everyone know about the fair and honorable Rangers. Word travels fast in my circles.
Calculated. Left. Right. Right. More welcome you.
Lucia, I'm so sorry about your family.
Wasn't anything you could have done, Bellamy. You know that.
I know we've met before, Rangers, but it is extremely rude to break into a man's house unannounced. Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, bye, Rangers.
That's the last time anyone saw the Patriot. He was down at the old airbase to beat the Rangers, I think. Before that, yeah, I can't remember either. You think he really is sick? I heard he fired his doctor. Maybe he didn't like the diagnosis.
No one's allowed in there. Good day.
Baron Brygo shot and killed for working with Dorsey's.
Oh, you again. What do you want? That.
You read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector, I cracked up.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Would you
Little
rather
Vegas
freeze to
closed until
death?
further notice. City dumps totally
You're a barrel
laid
of
by
monkeys,
local
huh?
youth.
Come on, answer the question.
Raid on Little Vegas nightclub. Blood on the dance floor.
3 cremations so your family saves a few bucks on the floor.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. You do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they can.
Great job, y'all! Now Colorado Springs is free of all those crazy parties and strumpets. Boy, let's.
Hey, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium. My store, Sardinely.
It was an old security drone. Its timing belt broke, so it vibrates real fast. Wow.
Bright lights, big city!
You think they'll ever let us live in Broadmoor? Business.
Not a chance, buddy. Chaps like us don't get to live with the weak. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you got. If you don't have 100 families, bud, you're down here with the rest of us.
Hello again. Here to learn more about the Colorado Springs Wall? I am Sadly, they are gone. Believe me, back to the wall.
Got nothing to say to you. Talk to our mom.
Y'all seem nice, but if you got business with the Carters, you should talk to Mama.
Scram. Talk to Mama. She always knows what to do.
Rangers ought to be running things in this city.
Oh, you want to talk to Mama? She's the one in charge.
What about you? You got any stories for us?
I've got them by the dozen. But you two idiots just need to...
What can I do for you?
Well, except for those of us who run while other... And when we came back, we came with services. Sure we'd...
Oh, man!
Come see us. Absolutely. Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Practically speaking, sure. Ain't no reason a good mechanic can't make talking cars out of dead robots.
I hear a butt in there somewhere.
You heard right.
Few Rangers ever need our help.
Not unless the robot in question asks for themselves. Because it's cruelty.
Rangers ought to be running things in the city.
Scram.
Those Dorseys ain't coming through here again.
Howdy.
anything ever happens to the Patriarch, Colorado is screwed. Nobody else can hold this place together.
Sure is cold, huh?
Welcome back, children. Had another rough night? You'll be back.
I hate to say it, but, well, hell, good work with Brygo. Scumbags shouldn't prosper. Respect.
Welcome back to Cassidy's Fine Clothiers. What can I do for you?
We'll be forever grateful to you folks.
Hi, y'all! Name's Snappin' Jimmy Bob. Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one. Sure thing.
This city can't survive long without Gipper oil. If the power goes out, we starve and freeze.
Oh, you want to talk to Mama? She's the one in charge.
Scram. Scram.
Got nothing to say to you. Talk to our mom.
Talk to Mama. She always knows what to do.
Oh, sure am glad you Rangers came to town.
Sure am glad you Rangers came to town.
Oh, you want to talk to Mama? She's the one in charge.
hello again. I am the humble... Sadly, they are gone, and my efforts to follow their work has been stymied. It's simply your standard concrete barrier with Tesla-styled electrical deterrence. If we had oil to power the generators, you'd see the glorious effect of thousands of volts of electricity arcing across it, deterring would-be attack. Sadly, they are gone. Believe me, back to the wall.
No entry by order of Sheriff Daisy.
Did you just give me a
shot and killed
hickey?
with Dorsey. So you gonna give us some boars or what? Holy shit. Can you be any more...
Just... ew.
lame? So you gonna give us some boars or what? Yeah, later.
Little Vegas closed until further notice. City dubbed totally lame by local youth. Hey, Rangers. Looking for the latest news? Well, it's the only safe place we've got. Vegas... Colorado's the only safe place left. And we have the Patriarch to thank. That makes this town the best place in the world, near as I can tell. Even if it isn't perfect. Yep. I work for the Colorado... You bet. On Little Vegas nightclub, blood on the dance floor.
Goddamn Gippers cut off our oil supply. That's our...
I can't believe all these greenhouses. And what do they grow? Beets, mushrooms, and cabbage.
Running things in the city. Sure am glad you Rangers came to town.
Sure am glad you Rangers came to town.
Oh, you again. What do you want? Back.
You Rangers ever need our help? We're with you.
I can't believe the marshals shut down Brygo's club. What are we supposed to do for fun? There's all these greenhouses. And what do they grow? Beets, mushrooms, and cabbage.
Rangers, what brings you here? Indeed.
Hear anything from your sis?
No. Exactly. What can I do for you, Rangers? Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
One time, a buddy told me that before the deluge of fire, There were dudes called air marshals.
Cops with jetpacks? They flew around catching perps from the sky?
I think so, man. If anyone can bring that tech back, it's the Patriarch. We'll be cruising over the market square one of these days.
What do you need, Rangers? What's on your mind? Best damn... No offense to the 100 families, but they're not welcome in the Marshals. My boys and girls are ordinary folks who had to struggle for what they've got. That's the way I... All right. What have you got for me? Roger that.
Hey, you got a car? 'Cause I'm good to drive. I swear it.
You ever, shot anyone before?
Oh, just Wolverines around my pa's house. Oh, and a loony security robot one time.
I saw my ma put down a raider when I was little. On our way to Colorado Springs.
Oh, you're not native? I wouldn't say that from the fans. Rangers.
Can we help you with something? Sure. Poked my head in there and saw a giant robot. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
Good luck out there.
I've been sleeping soundly for the first time in my life. Been sleeping soundly for the first time in my life. Feels a whole lot safer around here now that you Rangers are in charge.
We're all grateful that you took us in, Rangers.
Here to serve.
We're all grateful that you took us in, Rangers.
What if we had animatronic displays, like in the Patriarch's Museum in downtown?
Isn't that how you get, robots?
Robots are autonomous. Animatronics are just machines.
I don't know what those words mean, but I'd still shoot first and ask questions later.
Okay, maybe not.
Rangers, stay sharp.
You did the right thing, putting down that synth at the museum. Those things were designed to make life bad for humans, even if they don't mean to. Sure.
Stay sharp. Here to serve. Keeping the refugees here is just temporary, right? Stay sharp. Stay sharp. Here to serve.
The last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. Jeffy ripped the whole...
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.